Good evening. First of all, I would like to wish my brothers and sisters of Kerala Association Las Vegas, Kerala community here, a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. I want to welcome every one of you to our 2013 Christmas program. And this year also, we will have a lot of good programs here. You can enjoy. Kids, they train well, they practiced well. We have our chief guest here, Mr. Tom Reilly. It's my pleasure and privilege to welcome him to Kerala Association of Las Vegas' 2013 Christmas party. Mr. Tom Reilly, many of you might know him. Mr. Tom Reilly is the founder and the principal of the Reilly Group, which is a management consulting company focusing on working directly with the Caesars Foundation to work for the benefits of the elderly, especially. Before that, Mr. Tom Reilly was the Clark County's manager for 5 years, managing about 10,000 people, managing a budget of about more than $2 billion for 5 years, and that's why it's our privilege to have Mr. Reilly come here, wish us Merry Christmas, and give us a speech on various topics that he's going to cover here today. I am not going to say a lot more about Christmas or anything. One thing I want to say is that we, here in the United States, we are privileged. Our brothers in India don't have the same privilege, so take this opportunity to give. Nothing brings people together, hearts together than Christmas. So we will take the time to give more. I want to give one example of what the Christmas period is. This spring, we had a little get together at the park. Last minute, City of Henderson pulled our registration. We didn't have a park. So what happened? People like Nancy John, just on up. They woke up at 3 in the morning, they went to the windmill park, secured the place. That was a very windy day. Secured the place. We stayed there until the program actually started. And my nephew Tushar was there too, sitting there in the very wind. This is the kind of actions that we need to do, especially for Christmas. I'm not extending my words anymore. Our chief guest is here. Right after the program, we will have the general body. We will have a wonderful meal prepared. It's in the conference room. So after the general body, we will have a nice Christmas dinner. And thank you all. Thank you for your cooperation. Thank you for coming. Appreciate all of your efforts towards this event. Thank you, and God bless the United States of America. I am going to invite Mr. Reilly to give us some words of advice.
Good afternoon or good evening, and thank you for the beautiful flowers and for an opportunity to say just a few brief words and to wish everybody here a very happy holiday and happy New Year. So on behalf of Caesars Entertainment and the Caesars Foundation, where I serve as Executive Director, and our 90,000 employees, we want to extend our best wishes during the holiday season. I did want to say one thing about Caesars Entertainment and the Caesars Foundation is that I have been blessed to work with them on their foundation. And since they founded their foundation, they have donated about $65 million nationally to very philanthropic organizations. And there are 3 major focuses of the Caesars Foundation. One is on older individuals. And that's our primary focus, is to help sustain and support older individuals throughout their life process. The second is on sustainability and green initiatives, and the third is on education. And I wanted just to tell you 3 examples of the type of charitable giving that Caesars is involved in your community. The first, on the issue of older individuals. We are the prime sponsor of Meals on Wheels, which is the organization that goes to elderly's homes, particularly those that are isolated, and gives food. And what's unique about Meals on Wheels is it not only gives individuals nutritious meals, but it also deals with the issue of isolation. And even in a city like Las Vegas, there are so many of our elderly people that are isolated. They live right next door to everybody, but sometimes the only people they see are the people that deliver their meals every day. We've actually donated 50 vans nationally this year. And so we are a proud supporter of being part of such a wonderful organization in our community, and it is very active in Las Vegas. On the issue of sustainability and greens initiative, we brought a program called Clean the World to Las Vegas, and they actually operate over here just off the area of Valley View and Desert Inn. And what Clean the World does is that it recycles all the soaps in hotels. And almost all the hotels, every one of the Caesars properties worldwide participate, but almost every one of the hotels on the Strip recycles all their shampoos and soaps. And so what happens is that our housekeepers go in there, they recycle all the unused soaps and shampoos, they clean them, and then they give them to third world countries, and they also give them to homeless shelters here in the United States. And this year we did something really, really neat. What we did is that we had a contest for our housekeepers. And we're sending 3 of our housekeepers to the Philippines in 2 weeks. And what they're going to do is they're going to see firsthand what happens when they take those soaps and shampoos and they actually deliver them to people. So they'll actually see the product. So 3 of our housekeepers will be flying to the Philippines, which, as you know, just suffered just a horrific issue in their floods in the typhoon, that they're, in desperate need of clean, soaps and those type of utilities. So we're very proud to actually brought them to Las Vegas and have every one of our programs participate. And the last one, thank you. And the last program we sponsor is that we're very involved in the issue of education, particularly K through 12, and very concerned in the area of Las Vegas about the low dropout rate we have with so many of our young people. Because as you know, that getting that education, getting that high school diploma, and going on to post-secondary education is the best indicator that individuals will do well in society. It's they have to graduate, and they have to go on and try to get some other education. Well, our corporation we sponsor a school every year. And this year we sponsored a school called Walter V. Long. It's an elementary school. It's right off of North Sahara and the freeway. And what we did is that we started their PTA program, their Parent Teachers Association, because we were real concerned that many of their parents weren't involved in their children's education. So what we did is we sponsor that every month. We actually host it, and each one of our hotels caters it. So we kind of have a nice little event for each of them when they come there. But what we found is about the problem with some of the education is that about 90% of the school is Latino. And a large portion of the parents did not speak English. And we know when classes are taught in English and you have to read to your child and you don't speak English, you have a hard time spending quality time with your child in education. So what we did is we worked with PBS, which is actually right down the street, the public broadcasting system, and they run a program called Back to Work and ESL programs. So while we were supporting their children to get any education, we brought in people to help individuals or parents get back to work, learn English, get jobs, and actually help place them because so many of them were unemployed. It's been a wonderful program. The Public Education Foundation and Teach for America are actually very involved in the programs. So anyway, I just wanted to kind of explain the 3 of the very exciting programs we have working in the Valley. And I during this time of everybody celebrating the holidays, we also have to think of those who are less fortunate. And Caesars Entertainment spends a lot of time and effort in promoting the Caesars Foundation and all the good it does in the community. So I want to thank you once again for the wonderful opportunity for your invitation here tonight, and want to kind of wish and extend happy, good wishes to you during this holiday season. And thank you.